right, welcome back to another episode on the Weight Loss Woman 40 Plus podcast with Josh. So let's rock. All right, today's going to be a little bit less broad, a little bit more specific. So we're going to be talking specifically about people who are already exercising. You're hitting the gym or you're doing Pilates, maybe yoga, maybe you're working out from home consistently. So you're already exercising 3+ times a week. So you're consistent with your exercise, but you are not seeing progress. So sometimes people think before they join the program, they think that, we only work with people that need to lose like 20, 30 kilograms. When people hear weight loss, they don't think necessarily about people that need to lose 5 kilograms or less. At the end of the day, weight loss or fat loss, all it is changing your body. Now, I've had ladies join the program that need to lose 1 to 2 kilograms. And I say the same thing to everybody. If your weight or your body image is affecting how you feel, then it is worth doing something about. It doesn't matter if it's 1 kilogram or 100 kilograms. If it's affecting how you feel, then do something about it. Who am I to get in the road of that? And fuck everybody else. Like I hear this all the time from ladies. They're like, they're 62 kilograms and they want to get down to 58. They want to lose 4 kilograms. They're like, everybody says like, what am I worried about? You look fine. You look great. And I say, fuck them. And I said, I guarantee everybody who's complimenting you saying like, oh, you don't need to worry about it. You look great as you are. I guarantee they're heavier than you. And they always say, yes, they are heavier than me. So I'm like, they're comparing you against where they are. I said, that's not how you live your life. You don't need to compare yourself against what someone tells you. You compare yourself against the best version of you. So if you know you can be better and you know you can improve, then fucking do it. Who cares what anybody else says? You're not doing this for your partner. You're not doing this for your kids. You're not doing this for your fucking Sally who works with you. You're doing it for yourself at the core of it. Now, will this have a ripple effect on to other areas of your life? Absolutely it will. But at the core, it has to be done for you. So, if you got a couple of kilograms to lose and you want to lose them, then go ahead and do it. This is your life. You only get one life. Do what makes you happy. So today, I'm talking about the ladies that are consistently working out and they're not seeing progress. You might feel like you are doing the right things. You go to BodyFit or you go to F45, you go to Curves, you go to a gym, you do classes, you're doing CrossFit and you're not seeing progress. This one's for you. Now, I would say on a spectrum of ladies wanting to lose 1 kilogram all the way up to wanting to lose like 70, 80 kilograms, half our ladies need to lose more than 20 kilograms and half our ladies need to lose less than 20 kilograms. Very simple. So we have a lot of ladies down this end of the spectrum. So this is a little bit more focused to you today. But it applies to everybody. So probably the biggest mistake that I see people make is when they start exercising and they start burning lots of calories, they get fitter, they get a little bit stronger, they're seeing some progress in their lifts or their fitness levels, but they're not really seeing the body composition changes. They're not seeing the fat loss that they want to see. And the biggest fucking lie they get told by trainers and coaches is that don't worry that your scales hasn't changed in a month, you're gaining muscle. Fucking wrong. It's so dumb. It's an inexperienced thing to say. Is just write off someone's whole month and just say, don't worry about it, you're gaining muscle. Let me tell you my story. So I am 33 years old. I'm 6'3". I'm 102, maybe 103 kilograms. I fluctuate. Now I'm a pretty big boy. And I eat between, I'd say 3,000 and 3,500 calories per day. Now I train 7 days a week. I train balls to the wall. I train very difficult. I'm sweating like an asshole. I am pushing heavy weight 7 days a week. I do muscle splits. I do like a chest day, a shoulder day, back day, leg day. Not always a leg day. I hate leg day. I might do legs once a fortnight. I do back once a fortnight, but I train my chest, my shoulders, my arms. I train them at least twice a week, or I try to train them twice a week. Very much a bro split. So I'm there purely for muscle gain. How much weight do you think that I gain per week by eating good, eating a lot of food, calorie surplus, how much weight do you think that I gain per week? Do you think I'm gaining like 3, 4, 500 grams per week of muscle? Absolutely fucking not. I am gaining that much muscle. So what's happening when I'm training at the gym? I might be lucky to gain between, 40 to 100 grams of muscle per week. I wouldn't even say that much. I'd say I'd be lucky to gain 40 to 80 grams of muscle per week. So at the end of the month, I've eaten in a calorie surplus, 3,000 plus calories per day. I've trained 7 days a week. So I've trained a whole month straight. I've trained for 30 days. And at the end of it, I'll be lucky to gain a couple hundred grams of muscle. Now that's me, 33-year-old male, tons of testosterone, kid eating a calorie surplus. Let's take the average lady that I talk to. She's training 3 to 5 days a week in the gym. She's eating in a calorie deficit, so she eats between 800 calories to like 1,400 calories. So she's in a calorie deficit. She doesn't have as much testosterone as me. She's not eating a lot of calories. And the fucking audacity of the trainer to say, don't worry about it, you're just gaining muscle. That's why you're not losing weight. That makes zero fucking sense. How can you gain lots of muscle if you're in a big calorie deficit? You're not training 7 days a week. You're not probably even doing muscle splits. So you're not doing a chest day, a back day, a shoulder day. You're doing like full body workouts. It is physiologically impossible for women to gain like 200 grams of muscle in a month. It just doesn't compute. It just doesn't make sense. It is so extremely hard to build muscle. And you're in a calorie deficit. The notion of a calorie deficit is subtraction. Deficit, subtraction, calorie surplus equals addition. So I'm in a calorie surplus. I'm trying to gain weight. If you're trying to lose weight in a calorie deficit and you're now gaining all this muscle because your coach told you, how does that make sense? Muscle building is what we call a surplus activity, meaning you need to be in a calorie surplus. Now, yes, you can gain a little bit of muscle when you're trying to lose weight, but the only way that's going to happen is when you go off your fucking diet. You're like, but I did gain some muscle. I'm like, okay, so you obviously didn't stick to your diet all the time. Now, it's not about being in a calorie deficit for the week or calorie deficit for the month. Calorie deficits work on a daily basis. So if I'm in a calorie deficit today, I should be technically losing fat. If I'm in a calorie surplus tomorrow, I should be technically gaining fat. So if you're bouncing around your calories, weekdays you're good, weekends you're bad, you're going to see no progress. You might gain a little bit of muscle because you went in a calorie surplus and then you did some workouts and then you fed your muscles. But the notion of that you are not seeing progress for 1, 2, 3 months because you're just gaining muscle while in a calorie deficit trying to lose weight is just inexperienced talking. That is a trainer or a personal trainer or a coach that has no fucking idea what they're talking about. I had a lady, I literally just did her 21-day check-in VIP client this morning, like literally 10 minutes before this podcast. She trained for 6 months at a Body Fit type gym, group training facility. Trained at going 5 days a week. No progress for 5 months. In the first week of the program, lost 1.2 kilograms. So no progress for 26 weeks, joins the program, in 7 days loses 1.2 kilograms. Why? Because she had the right advice. She had the right coaching. We knew the right things to change to get her the progress. We didn't change her training. She still trains at the exact same fucking place. I don't care if people train at gyms and Body Fit and CrossFit. You don't need to do our exercise. Yes, it's beneficial if you do, but you can keep doing what you like. She's training 5 days a week, saw no progress for 26 weeks, and in 1 fucking week, 1.2 kilograms down. In 2 weeks, she's down like 2 kilograms. So 1.2 the first week, 800 grams the next week. Boom. We didn't cut out her carbs. We didn't decrease her water intake. So she's losing body fat. All we did was change the food and we changed the sleep. Bingo, bongo. 80% of progress comes from food and sleep. How crazy is that? But the mistake that she was making was she was grossly under eating. She was just not consistent. Some days she's in calorie deficits. Other days she's in extreme calorie deficits. On the weekend, she'd blow it out and she'd be having drinks. Alcohol was slowing down her progress. Hectic. So she's crushing it, absolutely crushing it. I said, look, is there any feedback, anything we can do better? She's like, no, absolutely fucking loving the program. Loves her coach. Coach is super knowledgeable. She's doing all the right things. Winner, chicken, dinner. So that might be you. Maybe you're got a dumb PT or a dumb coach, or maybe you're coaching yourself, and that's probably not the smartest thing. Blind leading the blinds, generally not the best way to do it. Maybe your partner's coaching you, maybe your friends, you and your friends keeping yourselves accountable. But neither of yous are actually well versed in women's over 40 weight loss. And if that's the case, it's going to be blind leading the blind. I don't suggest that. That'd be the equivalent of my brother, who is not a mechanic. He's a personal trainer. He's one of our coaches. Him teaching me how to service my car. It would literally be blind leading the blind. I would not recommend that. I recommend getting someone who knows what the fuck they're talking about to help you out. Whether that's us, whether that's someone else, I don't care. Get the help, solve the problem, pay the money. It's going to cost you something. It ain't fucking free, and nor should it be. Nobody listens to free advice. All the answers of all weight loss problems are literally on YouTube and on Google. The hard thing is understanding what is right for you as an individual. So you can sift through all the data, and yes, you could probably trial and error, get to the result. Most people won't ever get the result. It'd be like me. Like, yes, I could eventually figure out how to service my car, but I'd probably still never do it as well as someone who is actually trained in that. Cars are very technical. There's a lot of electronics. There's a lot of things going on. I just couldn't work it out. The answer is in the manual. I could read the manual, but I can't decipher everything in the manual. I just don't have the skills or the terminology right. I don't understand it, nor do I give a fuck. Who actually cares? Pay someone to solve the problem. And that's what our ladies do. Our ladies go, you know what? I'm so sick and tired of struggling with my weight, going to the gym, seeing no bloody progress, that they just go, I am going to find a solution. And then they find us and we have a chat. Now, I'm not going to promise you I can help you. I don't know you. What I will promise is that if you jump on a call with us, we're going to find the problem. And if we can help you, we will help you. If we can't help you, we will let you know. Very simple. More than 2,000 ladies, almost 2,000 ladies have gone through our program. So amazing progress. You see the testimonials, you see the interviews, they're all over the website, they're on the Instagram page, and they're always new ones. Our ladies are doing very well. So if you feel like you need that kind of help, if you feel like you're a bit stuck, you're putting in the effort, you're not seeing the progress, just maybe it is time to seek some outside help. We do this once, we do it right, we kick the goals. To find out more about the VIP transformation program, very simple. Head over to Josh Humphries on Instagram, send me a message. Go, hey, want to learn more? Listen to the podcast. Can you help me lose weight? We'll ask you a couple of questions and we'll see if we can. If you're following on the podcast, leave us a review. If you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up, subscribe. I got these coming out multiple times a week. All right, ladies, lots of love. Go kick some goals, and I'll catch you in the next one.